Welcome back, ladies and gents, to StarCraft 2 Old Boys 2v2 Random Race Tournament Best of 1 Group Stage. And now, this is probably going to be the last game of the day. And pardon me, this is actually going to be the losers bracket semi-finals. Now on this map of Snowy Mesa, we've seen a lot of great games today on this map. Particularly long games, because this game is actually pretty hard to pull off a cheese or so. Right here we have MMT on Protoss, one of his weaker races, on Always You on Terran, one of his weaker races as well. And we have Arcane Sheep on Zerg, one of his weaker races once again, and 6D on Terran, one of his weaker races. So none of these players do actually get their main race for this this game. So we will see how they can actually pull off their off-game strategies. It's a fairly normal open up for both players. We have 60 not blocking a ramp just yet, and we have Always You open up with probably a barracks first into gas. Fairly common open ups for these players. And 60, presumably we see 3 racks from him, 3 racks gasless into double or triple medevac drop. Right here we have Arcane Sheep having just one expansion, gasless at the moment. Probably going to take another gas into a 17 pool rather. Right over here we have MMT doing a pretty decent scout, and on the other side we have 6D doing another scout. Seeing that Always You is going to block this ramp relatively soon. 6D, we'll see if he plans to go in or just pull back his SCV rather quickly to gain that small economic advantage of not suiciding that worker. So over here, 3 racks into factory and into medevac drop. And Always You grabbing that early expansion, Reaper expand actually. And MMT doing this perhaps double Stargate on this map. But we do have Arcane Sheep's Overlord right over here, just spotting whatever tech choice MMT is going. Sees 2 pylons, knows that there won't be any relatively soon proxy tech. However, we do have other probe there, just dropping down that pylon, and tech choices will be very hard to scout over here. Arcane Sheep, another Overlord, sees the reactor, knows it's probably a Reaper expand, sees no Marine at all. See this Reaper if can scout anything. Do see 3 Marines and 3 racks. Just going to tickle these Marines and probably going to see the Zerg, a fairly standard opener. 1 gas, 1 pool, and 2 hatcheries. Sees 2 drone counts on the natural, knows that there won't be any all-in coming relatively soon. Also sees no baneling there, so he can actually pull back right now. Be relatively safe to do so. And Overlord do actually spot the Stargate, so he can prepare accordingly according to that. So over here 60 can maybe drop down an engineering bay, or with 6 Marines rather. He got probably 10 Marines. That'll be enough to hold any type of Oracle harass or any type of Phoenix harass. So right over here we also have a delayed factory on Always You side. It seems like he is going for that stim pack timing with already 200 gas banked up. Also putting down a safe bunker, knowing that these lanes could be a big trouble. But once again, the real question here to be asked is that when are these players going to get a 3rd base? Because MMT, just like what he just does originally, gets an Oracle out, but he's going to sacrifice this Stargate. Not going to get too much done here with this Oracle. Probably going to save up some energy. These Marines are in spot. It's going to probably scout out the tech choice of this Terran. Not going to. Probably save up energy for some status ward or relevation as well. Probably going to have a 2 medevac drop coming pretty soon out of Always You. And the bunker defense looks pretty sweet. It's in a decent spot at the moment. Whose medevac will actually come first? Both of them have relatively similar timing, but Always You has a better economy to follow up. Whereas 60 looks pretty all-in at this point. Stim pack finishes around the same time. Medivacs comes out around the same time. And we have MMT actually opening up a nexus over here. It's actually quite a hidden spot. Flying out the factory just to scout out the tech choice. And the gold base. Arcane Sheep is going to take it. Whereas 60 is just going to focus on the 2 medevac drop timing. So as always, 2 medevacs about to finish. They're probably going to drop each other. If they encounter them on the way though, whoever drops the marine first could kill the other ship. But we'll see if that actually happens. Always has a good tech follow up, which is 1-1, with probably a 3rd base. Or 2 base all in. So the 2 medevac does get spotted though. Same as 6D. Once again, do see 4 medevacs. Just waiting out all the marines. With more marines patrolling on the way. But here it goes. 4 medevac drop. Over here, it's going to be 2 medevac on defense. 6D is going for the gold base probably. I'll just drop over here to attack them on the front. Dark Templars on the way, harassing the base. No English detection right here on the Terran side. Probably have scans. Stun timing goes forward. It's a stun versus stun. Quite an even trade actually with an SCV pool. As always, he's going to win a fight. Pick up 1 medevac. It's going to pull back on the other side. We have Dark Templars getting surrounded and killed, but do get the gold base. So it is going to be a trade in favor of MMT and Always You. Look at the unit loss tab. This game is clearly in their favor right now, both economically, tech-wise, and also harassed at both fronts. 60 didn't get much done out of his 4 medevac timing. But we'll see what happens from this point onwards. How 60 and Arcane Sheep can actually recover. They have to play extremely greedy from this point onwards, like expand 3 bases at once to regain their economic lead, or they could all in from this point, try to kill the opponent straight away, but it's highly unlikely scenario because always you already have 2 tanks and many marine marauders controlling this ramp. It seems like they are going to advance the economy lead by expanding rather quickly. Just hope that the opponent doesn't push them within 6 minutes or so to gain that advantage. But more Dark Templars are on the way, killing more and more drones. This game looks pretty over, to be honest, at this point. The 60, another 5 ships loaded up. To go off this War Prism, which is a good job. Clean up this Dark Templar harass. And there it goes. 5 medevac loaded up. Heading towards that hidden base. It's going to spot it, however. I'm probably going to kill it. After this though, MMT will be staying on 1 base. But always you could try and save it. The factory is buying a lot of time. Could potentially just kill off this base and go. Kill all of these depths as well at the same time. And at front, Arcane Sheep do have a lot of banelings morphing. MMM army. You never want to push on creep. You get loaded up. More tanks at the back. And 60 is going to load them up. I'll probably drop the main if he really wants to, but a lot of zealots are on the way. That's just not enough. You need more Dark Templars. But although 60 do have a few more scans on the way as well. Pick up this Dark Templar shrine. 1 Dark Templar do get morphed. Kills the Templar Archive as well. Kills the Storm. This job is doing so much damage right now. Just 1 Archon. Pick up the Cybernetics Core. No more Stalkers. Pick up these 2 Archons as well. And MMT would have nothing at home. Always you rallying across the map. Can he actually end the game right here? That's the only chance this is going to turn out to be a base trade so far. We do have one Dark Templar on the way. Do we have any more scans? Yes, we do. We have 2 more scans for 6D. We didn't realize there's Dark Templar there. Always do, however. Extremely powerful push coming out. Just not enough Lings and Banelings. I think Always You at this moment do actually have this game. It's really hard for 6D to come back. Scan's about to run out. This front of push looks unstoppable. 6D is still on 1 base, and this is just not enough against that many Marine Marauder medevacs. Baneling connects. Decent connection, but not so great either. And on the other side, Always You. Economy still running. Production isn't hurt. Gonna clean up this shop, and it should be game. 2 tanks doing so much damage. Any lane bane just comes in, these 2 tanks can kill them instantly. And this Marine Marauder force is actually so powerful. So many banelings are morphing, but it is futile. I think it's going to come out. And it seems like it's going to be game. An Arcane Sheep and 6D, unfortunately, not going to make it. In this loser bracket semi-finals, MMT and Always You are going to pick off the victory. And they are going to facing off the winners bracket champion for the final of the 2v2 tournament tomorrow. They still managed to barely hang on, but this 1 base defense attempt is not going to end so well.